Hello and good evening, teacups. Welcome back to Spill the Tea Loo. Welcome back to Teacup Castle. Welcome to our tea party for the Netherlands or Holland versus Sweden. And I see they have people on the pitch. The referees are coming out. There is game ball. I can hear in the background what I think was a bit of Eminem. I'm not sure if that's my TV channel or if that's happening inside the ground, but I'm sure I could hear a little bit of Eminem, unless I've imagined that. I've got so hyped, I'm imagining Eminem in the background. Either way, right, they've gone to a break. Obviously, they've gone to a break, which means we're going to be probably kicking off when we come back from the break, I would imagine. Well, that was a quick break. We're back. It's about 20 seconds. Oh, we have to do the anthems. We have to do the anthems. No. I mean, like, playing his song. I don't mean like Eminem. I mean, like, playing his song. It sounded like a background, but that's what I mean. I don't know if it's my TV channel or if it was actually at the ground. No, Eminem is not. It's not at the football. That would have been interesting, but no. Now, before I confuse anybody any further with my random statements, while they do the national anthems, let me do what's important in the sovereign nation of Teacup Castle. Let me say hello to the teacups. So, Shem was here. First, he was shouting for Turkey. They're out. Then he said Kurdistan. Gone. Now he's wondering, should he cheer for England? What do you reckon, guys? Would you like Shem to cheer for England, or would you like him to never cheer for your team again? I'm starting to think we found the problem at Spurs. Starting to think we have found the person responsible for Spurs' misfortune. We do have to say hello to lovely Paige. She is saying, hit the like and subscribe. She is also saying, go Holland, go. Andrew is here. Hello to Andrew. Nice to see you in the chat, Andrew. Good to have you back with us. Let me see. You're all having a great old chat. You're having a great old chat. Lucky is there as well. Lucky is not pleased. Lucky's fuming. I'm sure he's told us why, but that's the first message I've seen. Normal Guy is here as well. Hello to Normal Guy. Hello. What else? What else have we seen? There is Mama Flossie. Hello, lovely Mama Flossie. Who else have we got? You were yabbering away, you chatty bunch. You chatty bunch. You were talking about everything. Guess is here, and she has said that she will support Sweden, mostly because she's Swedish. But she's not feeling like she's about to be entertained. We have been entertained, whether it be by football or otherwise, we have been entertained on all of the streams. So don't you worry, you will be entertained, if not by your nation. What else have we got going on? Have I got all of the people? I think there's JT. JT is here. Oh, yeah, sure, I confused him with the Eminem thing. And there is lovely Neil. Hello to Neil. Niche is here. Has hit the like button and apparently believes everything he reads on the internet. Niche fan believes everything he reads on the internet. Oh dear, don't do that. The internet lies to you. The internet will tell you lies. Players can agree terms with any old team they like. Until a bid is accepted by the selling club, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. So if it progresses and bids start going in, I'll stress. Until then, not so much. Because see this personal terms agreed. Doesn't really mean anything, if I'm honest with you. It means the player's open to go into that club. But other than that, players can agree terms with every single Premier League club and then not move to any of them. So I'm not stressing too much about it. Neil is going for Holland because his brother-in-law is from Holland. Well, that's a fair reason. That's fair. I'll go with Sweden then because I see Flossie's also going with Holland. So I'll go with Guess. I'll go with Sweden with Guess because everybody else is going with Holland. So I'll go with Sweden. Let me see. Bonkers is here. Hello, Bonkers. Hello, hello. And Jack Swagger is in the house saying greetings to everybody and our fantastic host. Thank you very much, Jack. Thank you. Michael Oliver, look who it is. Oh, sure, it's Michael. Lads, whoever thought this game was about to be boring, don't you worry. Michael Oliver's on the case. It's going to be exciting. Yeah. Gordon agreed personal terms with Bayern and then went to Barcelona. Sometimes you just gotta not panic. Yeah, Paige, you guys are getting the better deal there. Oh, and Jared Gillett is on the VAR. Bloody hell, lads. Michael Oliver's the ref and Jared Gillett's on the VAR. Goodness me, we could be about to have some contentious decisions in this match. Prepare yourselves. And there is, to be fair, there's a lot of Premier League players in this match as well. So just prepare yourself. Oh dear, this could be messy. Oh God. Oh God. JT, we talked about that earlier. We talked about the hand covering earlier. Oh dear, there's Sarah Lindelof. He's playing in defence today instead of when you were doing the international friendlies. I don't know what they were being called officially, but the pre-World Cup friendly games, he was playing in like a defensive midfield, wasn't he? But now he's at left of a three, I think. Yeah, he's left of a back three today, which is interesting. Jack is going with me and Guess. There you go, right? We're evenly, sort of evenly split now. I mean, to be fair, I don't mind too much. I just can't leave poor Guess out there on her own. But I'm hoping at the very least it's going to be interesting. At the very least, I want a good game. Do you know what I have to remember, lads? The timer. That'd be good. I did remember the fan. Michael Oliver is bent down to tie his shoelaces before kickoff. Incredible foresight from Michael. Well done. I have to turn this sound up. I'll turn them away down because they were just yabbering away, but I better turn them back up now again till they tell me what's happening. We are just waiting on Michael Oliver to tie his shoelaces. Right, he's stood up. Oh, we're counting down from 10. Kickoff. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Right, we have in fact kicked off. It did take us a little while. It did in fact take us quite some time to kick off. But it has happened. We have kicked off. And immediately there's a throw for the Netherlands. And they've thrown it out of play. Excellent throw. Danny Reinders has taken a throw for Holland and he's thrown it behind the line. He's thrown it behind the net. So it's now a goal kick. That wasn't the best throw. Oh dear. Oh dear. We could be in for a fun match. It's gone out for another throw on the other side of the pitch. These boys don't want to play football. They want to just throw it to each other and see what happens. Greg, hello to Greg. And yes, reminder for everybody, we have a timer now, lads. There's a timer. There's a scoreboard. Everybody can see where I'm at. Please don't put spoilers in the chat. You will just be timed out. That's the way we are. That's how we're rolling. It's Lewocracy today. Don't deny me. They're playing in Houston, Texas, says Normal Guy, which means hot. I'm assuming it's quite humid and sort of heavy in Texas. Is it, Normal Guy? Yes, it's a cultocracy. Be careful how you say that. If you say that too fast, it could come out wrong. We've had 3 throws. We're not even 2 minutes into the game. I've seen 3 throws and Isak's on the ground. I mean, he's back up. And Van Heck has a black eye. Van Heck went into the back of Isak. So he's taken his new role as a Spurs player very seriously. He's ready to take out Isak before the season started. Never mind Van Dijk. It's going to be Van Heck is going to take out Isak. Hello to Daz as well. Daz has joined us. Hello, hello. Paige is saying, come on, Brobby and Malin. Let's see why you should be in front of Memphis in the pecking order. Malin had a good match, I thought, the last match. I thought Malin was decent, as I remember, but I couldn't swear to it. This is going to be interesting, Van Heck with Isak. I'm telling you now, this is going to be interesting. He is taking this Spurs thing seriously. Normal guy, I don't know what 84 is. I'm assuming that's in Fahrenheit. I operate in Celsius, so I don't know what that means. I'm not even being rude. I don't know the conversion. I've no idea what 84 is in Celsius. Goal kick, another goal kick. JT's TV app chose right now to act up. Oh dear. That's not. Turn it off and on again, JT. That's the way to do it. Turn it off and on again. And if you're able, if it has the possibility, clear the cache. I've heard that's a good one. Huge is here. Where is Huge? I didn't see him. I don't see Huge. But Flossie said hi. So he's here. Let me see. Let me see. Sometimes this one doesn't pull all the chats through. I can't see Huge. I do see all boxed up though. Hello to all boxed up. Am I missing Huge? Let me see. Sometimes the chats don't come through to me in the same order as you guys for some reason. We have just had another throw, by the way, guys. At some point, they're going to play football. I swear to God, at some point, they're actually going to play football. At the moment, it's let's take turns doing throws and see who can win that way. You know? Oh, we went back to the goalkeeper. Right, let me get myself together. Right. Yes, Bonkers, it's Michael Oliver. Right, the Netherlands are on the attack. Goal! Goal! Goal, the Netherlands! That was quite a run. Quite a run. Paige, you asked them to prove to you why they should be above Memphis in the pecking order. I feel like Brobby took you very seriously. I feel like Brobby took you seriously, Paige. He heard you and he went, I'm going to show Paige. Very, very, very good hold-up play. Shielded the ball. Good run down the left by Gakpo. Puts it across exactly where you want your number 9 to be is where Brobby was. So Brobby got it, controlled it, to Reinders, to Gakpo, down the left, across the front. Your striker, Brobby, exactly where you want your striker to be when that ball comes in. And, 1-0. Oh, the scoreboard. The scoreboard, lads. Let's do the scoreboard. Good goal. Very, very good goal. Thank you, normal guy. Thank you. We thought of that at the same moment. We're in sync now. 84. Thank you, Neil, because I genuinely had no idea. 28's pretty warm. 28's a sticky old heat. I wouldn't fancy running around in it. I would consider that warm. Maybe in Texas heat, that's not warm. There was a shot from Gyökeres. I mean, it was straight at the keeper, but it was a shot. No, to be fair, Verbruggen did have to save it. Corner, though. We have a corner, and I think it's Lindelof going to take it. No? Looks like his floppy little head. Is it? No, that's not him. Who was that? They tried to work a thing from the corner, but they've run it out of play, silly sausages. I have to say, your shirts are lovely, Guess. That blue on that yellow and the little design into the material, really lovely. Really lovely. I do like your shirts. They might be my favourite. Andrew's never seen Gakpo do this before. Apparently neither did anybody else. Nobody saw it coming. It was very good, though. Fair. So it's normal temperatures for you guys. If it was 28 degrees over here, you'd be absolutely roasted. Absolutely roasted. You'd be in the ice bath. Right, JT's fixed his TV, so that's good. Does it count as a double because he ended up with the goal as well? I'm not sure that's quite how it works. Not sure that's quite the way it goes. It's worth asking, though. Right, lads. Another early goal. Is that going to... We had an early goal yesterday. We didn't get any more goals. The match was highly entertaining, but we didn't get any more goals. We've had an early goal today. Not quite as early, but still early. Do we think we're getting more goals in this game? Because yesterday I was convinced we could have had 4 or 5 goals, and then we didn't. So I'm trying not to get ahead of myself now. But do we think... I think there's more goals here, but do you think there's more goals here? Well, the Netherlands think there's more goals here because they're flying in. They're flying in all over the gaff. Right, let me see. Damien thinks, yes, more goals. Lucky thinks Sweden's going to score a goal, and Andrew would like Isak to score a few. Right. Robbie goes down, but he was very much playing for it, and Michael Oliver did not fall for that silly nonsense. Well done, Michael. Good job. Maybe he's been training with the other referees at the World Cup while he was injured. Maybe he was watching the other referees and learning things. Not the first one. He was crazy. But the rest of them, more or less good. The one thing is, no matter what happens, he's not going to be the worst referee in the competition. I have tea. I need to drink it before it goes cold is what I need to do. It is with the Netherlands. Dumfries here, out on the right-hand side. To Malen, to Dumfries, to Malen. He's cut it back with the keeper. It's with the keeper. Good idea. Header wasn't great from Gakpo, though. And the Swedish keeper hoofs it. Nordfeldt hoofed it. It is with Frankie de Jong. Have to say, I dislike him now. I'm not a fan of Frankie. Bernardson that was. That was quite a bit of defending there because Gakpo was in. And if Gakpo got to that before Bernardson, that was a goal. So Bernardson coming back there, that was a big, big bit of defending. It is out for a corner for the Netherlands. Netherlands are very much on top. Like on top. Corner comes in, headed away. by Gyökeres, I think it was, with the defensive header. Good defensive header too. Yeah, JT. And you were just after saying you need Dumfries. So it is for a Netherlands throw now, guys. It is for a Netherlands throw. I don't really know where Gakpo was trying to kick that. He certainly kicked it all the way up into the sky. I'm just waiting on another goal kick, by the way, lads. We're waiting on another goal kick. The problem is, Sweden are hoofing it forward, right? And what that means is they're losing possession immediately every single time, giving it back to the Netherlands. The Netherlands are attacking them again. Then they hoof it forward and repeat. Is that happening? I hadn't noticed, no. I hadn't noticed that at all. Oh, that's good fun. Davian says the duality of Gakpo in this match. I didn't see their... Oh, I did see their first game. We watched it together, JT. We did. We did the Netherlands as a watch-along. They do look better. You're right. It was Sweden I didn't see. I thought that was still in play, but it went out of play, apparently. Reinders was a mile offside anyway. It's a bit early for me to be on, and lads, I didn't even have a nap today. Lucky is saying this game is going to be close. If this game is going to be close, Sweden need to get their kahunas together. Because right now, it's all Holland. I'll tell you what, though. I know Reinders did well on the first goal, like he was a part of the first goal. But in the first match, and so far in this match, he has a bit of a mistake in him, doesn't he? He's a bit loose with the old passaroonies. He's not fantastic as Tijani Reinders. There's something wrong with the match ball. There's something wrong with the match ball. We're getting a different one that's not got something wrong with it. I have to say, Paige. Oh, God. I guess. It's only 1-0. It's okay. Calm down. Oh, I love the positivity. Oh, that's made me laugh. But Lucky's right. Sweden need to start getting their best players into the game because at the moment they're getting no players into the game. Goal! 2-0! Dumfries, number 5. Guess who was number 5? Who was number 5 for Sweden? Because Dumfries has been absolutely terrorising number 5 throughout this match. Goes around him, puts the ball in the box, and it's a goal. Very good goal, but it's all coming down. It's all coming down that, oh, JT's happy. Who is number 5, right? Let us look. Because there you go, look. Malin sends it out to Dumfries, who sends it around number 5, and there's Brobby again. Again, a striker's goal. Guys, do you know when I tell you I want a striker? I don't want someone who's like good in bits. They can go across the front three. They're like a good at all the things. No. See, when I talk about like a striker's striker, that's what I mean. They're not all Haaland level. They're not all Ruud van Nistelrooy. But when I talk about a striker's striker, that's what I mean. Exactly what Robbie's doing. In the right place every time. Right in front of the goal. Right in the middle of the box. If a ball comes in there, he's getting the goal. That's what I want from a striker. That is exactly what I want from a striker. Well done, Robbie. Sweden are now in trouble. Yes, they are. Sweden are now in trouble. It's Goodmanson. Right. He's your number one problem right now. He doesn't know what the hell to do with Dumfries. He does not know what to do with Dumfries. He's lost. He's not coping with him. Malin and Dumfries, between them, number 5, Goodmanson, on toast. Dumfries, now that he's signed for Real Madrid, looks spectacular. But it's Dumfries and Malin. And number 5, Goodmanson, is not coping at all. Like the Netherlands have the possession again. It's literally Sweden hoof the ball, Holland get the possession back, attack, Sweden defend, hoof the ball, and the only break in it is when the Netherlands score. And then they hoof the ball from the goal kick. They need a new plan. One that doesn't involve hoofing the ball back to the Netherlands, and one that doesn't involve number 5 against Malin and Dumfries, because it's not working. Yeah, Sunderland's been great for him. But that's what I mean. Sometimes it's not a bad player. Sometimes it's a bad match. There it is with Malin. And he's gone straight through Goodmanson. Karlstrom has come across, who was not normally there. Now, he has hoofed it, but he's got the ball out of danger. Malin just literally ran past number 5. Number 5 is not in the game. He doesn't know what to do. He can't stop the ball. He can't tackle. He's not stopping any of the crosses. He's not stopping any of the build-up play. He has been responsible for all of the attacks in the entire game so far. It took Lindelof and Karlstrom, is that his name, to come across and help him there, because they got round him again. Is there anybody else that could play there? Guess, is there any other player on your team that can play where number 5 is? Because he's a disaster. It's 20 minutes in, I'd be hooking him off. I'd have him hooked. I'd be Mrs. Bo peeping him off the pitch. I mean, fair. This is disastrous. There's no such thing as a one-man team, right? I fully believe that. But number 5 at this moment in time, Mrs. Bo Peep him. You need off the pitch with him. Yes, you do. You need a new number 5. You should have rang up Harry Maguire. Are you free, lad? I heard you're about the place. We'll put you in some blue and yellow. Nobody'll know the difference. Flossie's not pleased. This Robbie resurgence at the Mackhams. She's not pleased. But yeah, I think sometimes it's about the environment. It's about the match between the club and the player, if it works, if it doesn't work. And it's working. Robbie featuring Sunderland works. And Sweden are playing as if they're the ones that's 2-0 up. I mean, to be fair, some of their players are trying. Some of the Swedish players are trying. The Netherlands aren't having much joy down the left, but that's not true, because Gakpo was also being involved in the goals. So that was a lie. Sorry, I was going to tell you it's a lie, but it was, because there it is. De Jong free kick out to Gakpo. Lindelof heads it away. Lindelof genuinely has actually been your best player so far, which is drastically bad for you guys. And sorry, to be fair, Gyökeres has done quite a bit of defending. He's not done much on the attack. Gyökeres has been back defending a fair bit as well. And who's that one? So there, some of them are doing okay. The problem is a lot of them are doing dreadful. Are we at, oh my God, are we at the hydration break already? Bloody hell, that was a fast 20 minutes. Right. Let me take some tea. That, I think that's the fastest first 20 minutes we've had. Who told me this game was going to be dross? This game has been great so far. I mean, not for Sweden, but it's been a very good game. It's been all attack. Yes, tea time. Never mind your hydration. Give me the tea. Right. Let me see what is happening. Let me scroll up because I was ranting quite a bit there about number 5. Poor Goodmanson, he got it, but he was dreadful. They need to do something there because he is not working. It's not working. He's away over there by himself, and he doesn't know what to do. And both Malin and Dumfries are just running straight past him every single time. So they need to do something to help him. Damien says Brobby is eating good against the Swedish backline. I mean, that's true as well, because he's getting through every time, isn't he? So actually just none of the Swedish. No, there's nobody. Sorry, I tried to think of things that people were doing well, but then I think of other things that have happened in the match and I'm like, no, that was bad as well. So actually, can't believe I'm saying this, probably the best player on the pitch so far in this match has been Victor Gyökeres, and not for his attacking. Oh dear, your best defender is Victor Gyökeres. You're having some problems, aren't you? And the thing is, Verbruggen's not a good keeper. Bart Verbruggen is not a good goalkeeper. If you challenge him, if you put him out of his comfort zone, you can score. He's not a good goalkeeper. But they can't even get that far. He's made one save, and it's the only time they've even seen that side of the pitch. Right. There you go, JT. There you go. Andrew says, what rubbish tactics from Potter. I mean, yes, because, lads, ye all know I'm not a tactico. I'm not a tactico-stactico, right? I'm one of these. I just watch it and I vibe, right? If Miss Watch It and Vibe can see there's something drastically wrong with that area, everybody else on the planet should be able to see it, right? If you have any sort of qualification, you should be able to see what Watch and Vibe can see, okay? And if you can't, I don't think I could help. Do you know what I mean? If this was hockey, we'd beat them. Fair. Well, to be, in all fairness, guess, Ireland didn't get into it, so at least you got into it. I mean, there's something. This is Flossie's explanation for everything. Everything that's happened in this match, obviously. Hello, Danny. Danny has joined us. Hello. And yeah, why did Potter not change anything? It was evident from the very beginning what was happening. And yes, please do remember to hit the like. I did not know that, Huge. I did not know that. I did not. So, and I can see you now. I couldn't see you before. But thank you for sharing that little factoid. I did not know that actually at all. No. Wills is with us. Hello to Wills. He's come to say hello and drop a like, I hope. He'll be back later, he says. He's a busy man, is Wills. Everyone at Arsenal is a top defender. I mean, that's probably true. That is probably true. Sweden have a corner, lads. Sweden have a corner. Mavis, I don't need a blackboard and chalk. Look at the bottom of the screen. We have a timer and a scoreboard. Oh, it was a throw, sorry, not a corner. But it has gotten into the box. Gyökeres did get a... No, it wasn't Gyökeres. It was number 4. Number 4 got his foot to it. Lindelof looks doubled over. I think he got a belt of the ball to the head, face. Ow. He got a clatter to the face, did Lindelof. All right, clatter to the face. He'll be all right, I'm sure. Davia didn't realise Potter was the charge of Sweden. He's there with his wee note back. Oh, for tactics. Oh, do you know what it is, Mavis? I'm not very tactically minded, if I'm honest with you. I'm not one of these. See, they tell you all the tactics. I'm not. It's not that I'm not intelligent. I am, but I mean, I'm not that way intelligent. It's not my bag. There are people that they're really good at that. It's not for me. But that's kind of my point. If I can see it, and I'm not good at this stuff, everybody, absolutely everybody, should be able to see it if I can see it. Maybe I should just get a little blackboard, just draw some pictures, some pretty pictures. Oh, I didn't get it. Sorry. Didn't get it. Let me see. Isak kicked the ball forward to Gyökeres. Sweden are attacking. Oh, he couldn't control it. The problem is Isak and Gyökeres did the build-up. So then Aari, I'm sure 18 is Aari. He hit him on the chest and it went flying. He couldn't understand it. I can't understand it. I can't understand it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. Right. Isak started that move. He sent it to Gyökeres, who had a very, very good ball into Aari. Aari just couldn't get it under control. The problem is, when Isak and Gyökeres are doing the build-up, who's going to score? Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Yes, both of the strikers were on the right wing. That's not... I mean, it's the most dangerous they've looked in the entire match. But it took both of their strikers to do the build-up play. I have to be honest. They do look better since the hydration break. Sweden do. Right, there's Gyökeres and Isak in the build-up again. It is cut out. But that is now 2 attacks. Van de Ven cut it out. We've had 2 attacks by Sweden, guys. That hydration break, maybe they had some of the pickle juice. Because they're alive now. They're alive, Sweden. Right, let's see. Aari, he did shoot there. Did it take a deflection or is it a goal kick? He looks quite young, is he, Aari? Or is he just little baby-faced? Oh, I don't know what the Swedish bench is like. Maybe Guess, although Guess hasn't been overly positive, to be fair. Guess hasn't been overly positive about Sweden. I was going to say, what's your bench like? I feel like she's going to just tell me crap. Right, tea. My bucket of tea. The Netherlands have got possession back, but that was 2 good attacks by Sweden, guys. They can attack. Oh, the Wanderer has returned. Hello, Rob. Sweden are doing their best with what they have. The problem is we don't have much. I mean, that would be a problem. As I said, Ireland didn't even get this far. So I'm not making fun of anybody's football or anybody's country because mine didn't even get this far. However, you are capable. You've just had 2 good attacks. Where was that for the first 20 minutes while you were going 2-0 down? Do you want to know something, though? Number 5 has not been involved since the hydration break. That's interesting, isn't it? Oh, now I'm jealous. I do like a Magnum. I do like a Magnum. Isaac, he sent it through to Gyökeres, who's against Van Hecke. Van Hecke put him off. Isaac played it through. Good through ball to Gyökeres. He got a past Frankie de Jong. Gyökeres was ahead of Van Hecke. He took a touch. And then he couldn't turn. By the time he turned, Van Hecke was there. If he had just shot, he was too busy looking at where Van Dijk was. Yes, Paige, that's what you need to worry about. Don't fall asleep because that's what's happening. Well, no, do you know what? Let's be fair. I don't know if you guys are falling asleep. I think Sweden have woken up, is actually what I think has happened. I feel like you guys haven't changed that much. I feel like Sweden have suddenly woken up. Right, de Jong has the ball here, but I'm not quite sure what he's doing. Right, Van Dijk has sent it out left. Sends it back to Van Dijk, back to Frankie. Back to Van Dijk. Back to the left. Back to Van Dijk, lads. Right, I'm sensing a pattern here. Maybe you're right. If they keep doing this, they're going to send me to sleep. Lads. I'm not impressed. JT, it's worthy of the Häagen-Dazs. Oh. Ball came forward there for the Netherlands. Too much on it. Malin just couldn't quite get to it. It was too much on it from de Jong. Now, Sweden, are they going to hoof it or are they going to pass it? Because that's their problem. They kept hoofing it and then losing it. And now the last few attacks, now see, look, they're passing. And now that was a loose ball. Who's that over there? Who is that over there? That was atrocious. But instead of hoofing it, which is what they were doing, and losing possession over and over again, they're trying to pass it forward now. They're trying to pass to each other and work forward. I don't like chocolate ice cream. I love chocolate. Chocolate's wonderful. I don't like chocolate ice cream, though. It's not for me. Right. Sweden are going forward. And you know what they're doing? Passing instead of hoofing. So we've addressed 2 of the problems. Number 5 has not been involved in the game since the hydration break. He's done nada. And instead of hoofing it, they're passing to each other. And now they're building attacks. Isaac Gyökeres, save for Bruggen. Big save for Bruggen. But it's on the right into the box, headed away by Frankie de Jong. Back to number 8. 16. But, guys, what did I say? Stop hoofing it and giving away possession. Don't let number 5 anywhere near the game. Now, Dumfries basically hasn't really been in the game since the hydration break. All the things where there was problems, I sent it to Potter by osmosis. I psychically sent it to him. Hello, Luke. Close. I mean, I'm a bit of a saint. Yes, he looks. I see that he's making all of the attacks. He is. I agree with you, Andrew. Down the left, sent away by Lindelof. Who's that? Is that Gakpo? Gakpo's got. Oh, it's taken off his toe, and then passed directly to Frankie de Jong. Reinders to Malin. Oh no, number 5. Right, he's put it in the box as Malin, but it was headed away. Not very far though. And there's Gyökeres back defending. It's out with Gakpo on the left again. Oh, he's running centrally, taking the shot. It's gone to the keeper, but I mean, it got through as far as the keeper. I'll tell you what, lads. I have been 10 times more impressed with Viktor Gyökeres for Sweden, or for Sweden, than I was for the entire season of him playing with Arsenal. That is not a slight on Arsenal. I'm not picking on Arsenal. That's genuinely the best I've seen him play. Normally it's the other way around. Normally they're better for their club. He's been drastically better for Sweden. He's defending, he's attacking, he's involved. Even when he's not involved, he's involved. He's creating like issues. I'm actually quite impressed with him, if I'm honest with you. Just spite myself. Let me see. Yes, says Daz. Smash those likes. Sweden have got it, but they're in their own third. Isak sent it to Lindelof. Who was that? Eari lost it to Malin, who sent it across the goal. Brobby didn't get to it. That was a bad loss of possession by Eari. It was Eari? Is that his name? I might be calling this person the wrong name. I might be blaming the entire wrong person. No, it was Eari. I mean, to be fair, he didn't quite just lose it. Frankie de Jong was at his back. But he lost it to Malin. Malin sent it exactly where you would send it, right across the face of the goal. Brobby this time didn't. And he's on for a hat-trick. Emma Hayes, thank you, Mavis, because I didn't get it. I wasn't trying to be rude. I just didn't get it. Emma Hayes has been doing tactics in a kitchen area with a blackboard and chalk on ITV. It caused uproar on social media. She's still in the kitchen, but been given a plastic board. I'll be honest, if I was going to do tactics on a board, what's wrong with a blackboard? Not all things, just because they're older, are bad. But thank you for explaining it, because it went over my head. Sorry, Mavis. To be fair, now that I understand the context, it's a funny joke. It was me. On the other side of it, Eari has now nearly just scored. Right. I don't know quite what's happening with Eari. He's all over the gap here. I mean, that was a very, very, very good shot. It's just over the bar. But Eari, the first one, he couldn't get it under control from his chest. Then he nearly had a goal. If that goal had gone in a few seconds ago, it would have been from him. And now he's just had a fantastic shot, just slightly too high. What age is he? What age is Eari? Let's just have a look at him. He's certainly involved. Good, bad, indifferent. Eari is involved in this match. Right, what age is he? He looks young. I want to see for sure. Yasin Eari. He plays for Brighton. Who knew? He's 22, so yes, he's quite young. He's contracted to Brighton until summer 27. He's going into the last year of his contract with Brighton, Ari, 22. Hello, Harold. Only Norway are allowed best. I was going to say that, Paige. I know, look, he's not been flawless. I quite like him, you know. I quite like him. He seems to be, let me see. What do they list him as? Because sometimes where they play and they're official. So he's listed as a midfielder. I'd imagine he's a 10. It's with Dumfries. It's in the box. The keeper has it. The keeper has it. Yeah, how many misses? You're 2-0 down, lads. You can't keep missing. Can I just say, because Michael Oliver's on my screen right now, I did have a laugh at Michael Oliver before we started, but I have to be fair to him. I actually forgot he was the referee. The fact that I forgot he was the referee tells me he hasn't messed anything up. He's actually just let the game flow. So well done, Michael Oliver. You've not absolutely wrecked it. Oh, there you go. Didn't know. Lads, you're all witnessing my real-time learning curve about international football here. Free kick here, by the way, to Sweden. Number 10 is going to take it. Number 10 has been very involved, but I don't know his name. How do I pronounce that one? Guess Nygren? Nygren. He's been very involved, to be fair, but I haven't been able to guess his name so far. Right. Oh! Goal! And you know whose fault that was? Bart Verbruggen. Bart Verbruggen. What? Why is Michael Oliver's blown his whistle? Why is Michael Oliver blowing his whistle? The flag has gone up. Is it offside? I mean, I think all the Swedish players are offside, actually, to be honest with you. I mean, Verbruggen just misses it completely. I told you, Verbruggen is not a good keeper. It's a good free kick. The ball comes in. Verbruggen misses it completely. If this is disallowed for being offside, he has had an escape. That was absolutely embarrassing by Verbruggen. He entirely missed it. He wasn't even close. Right, the decision stands. It's still 2-0. It stays 2-0. That is an absolute escape for Verbruggen, because that was dreadful. Very, very, very good free kick. Yes, Rob. Dave has been in a few of the streams you weren't. He was in with us for last night's watch-along. He's been in with us a few times over the last few days when you've been busy. Yeah, Paige. He's not a good keeper. He's really not. But he got very lucky there. How close are Sweden getting, though? As close as you can get without actually having a goal on the board. And imagine the timing of that just before half-time. That would have been perfect. That would have been absolutely perfect. Hassan is here. Hello, Hassan. And he says, hit the likes. Good point. Good point from Hassan. Dumfries has given away a free kick against ARE. Dumfries, before that hydration break, sensational. Dumfries, since the hydration break, different player. And it's definitely a free kick. So they now have a free kick right at the edge of the 18-yard box. Right at the edge. ARE, I like him, you know. I do like him. We don't need another 10. We do not need another 10. I like him, though. I like him a lot. Let me see. Van der Sar is watching. Get him on the pitch. He'd do better than Verbruggen, let me tell you. It looks like Malin is going to be your draft excluder. I think it's going to be Gyökeres. This can't be too far from where the last free kick was. It actually looks a little closer to the goal from where the last free kick was. Too much pickle juice. He didn't get his ration, Shem. That's what happened. Right, let's see. Gyökeres. He does curve it round the wall, but it's saved. I don't know, Paige. The wall was blocking this side. He only had about this much of the goal to cover. I mean, he saved it. He has saved it. It's come round the wall and he saved it. But I just breathe a little bit, because I don't know. I have no faith in it whatsoever. A throw for Sweden here. It only gets as far as Frankie de Jong. A shot from Nygren. I'll tell you what, though. The last few minutes, the last, 10 minutes? Is it that long? The last 10 minutes or so? Sweden have just come alive. Since the hydration break, Sweden have been the better team. But in the last 10 to 15 minutes, they've become alive. Why commentators? They're so Irish. They're like, the ref cam's good, isn't it? Yeah, I have to get myself one of them. They're so funny. Nonsense. Hassan, with a gajillion of them. We have a gajillion of them. Technically, Cunha's a 10. We have Mount, while he is constantly injured, we're still paying his wages. We have a lot of 10s. We bought 100 of them. We can't even play the ball. There's so many, but I do like him. Do you see if we didn't need Hassan, a load of other players, I would say yes. Ayari, was that the post? Or was it saved? Corner, so it was saved. Oh, there's Rude. I just love Rude. That was a good save. Yeah. Now, that was a good save. But it's a corner here for Sweden. Punched it away. He's punched it away. And we're half-time. Yeah, I just love him. He just, honestly. Right. What I will say is that is probably the best use of the hydration break by any team that I've seen so far in the competition. Because I thought half-time we were going to be about 5-0. And then genuinely from the hydration break, it was like, boom. Oh, the half-time. I have to do the timer. Hold on. Let's do it. I'll forget otherwise. I will forget. Right. Let's go. But this has been a great match. Lads, this was your votes before the match kicked off, okay? We had 24 votes on this, by the way, so it was a big poll. We had 58% said Holland win. 12, that's not a 7, it's a 2. 12% said draw. 29% did say Sweden win. So some of you out there will have enjoyed the rest of that first half. But let me see. Yeah, I think he's a great wee player. I think he'd be a good shout. It's just we need a left back. We need another striker. Apparently, we want a left winger, despite the fact that we have Dorgu and Cunha's playing there at the minute. We need a bajillion midfielders. We need a backup goalkeeper. I would suggest we need a right back. But yeah, I like the look of him, but he's definitely not what we need, unfortunately. They've all... Luke, have you only just noticed this? Every single match, all of the teams have their own flag and their opponent's flag on their jersey. That's been, you know, the England match. England players had England and Croatia on their jersey. That's been in all the matches, my wee friend. It's like to commemorate the matches. I'll tell you what, if I was ever doing a spot the difference competition, someone that you need an eagle eye, I'm not sure I would invite Luke. For fun, yes. For spotting the differences, no. Sorry, Luke. Damien says, the Netherlands are getting a bit complacent. Sweden might rue those chances not pulling one back. I agree. And I think they will, because I think they had some very good... They could be all square. They could... Now, to be fair, the Netherlands could have been 3 or 4 up. But equally, it could have been 2-2. So it really could have went the other way there. And I think Netherlands will come back out and start better again. So I think it was really important when Sweden had that spell, they needed to get at least one into the net, lads. What are they doing? Right, tea. I need tea. Let me see. Right, what else are you guys saying? Let's look. Yeah, that was a good save. That last one was good. Guess with the question. Can Sweden keep the momentum up after half-time? I would suggest no. Sorry. Because what happened was Holland came out with a plan and it worked. And then you got to the hydration break and Potter told the Sweden players all the things I'd been saying. They fixed those problems and they adjusted, right? What's going to happen now at half-time is the Netherlands are going to adjust to your adjustments and then you're going to have problems again, is what I think is going to happen. Although Rob is wondering if there's going to be a Sweden comeback. So maybe. Depends. It depends. The fact we're even talking about a comeback, a potential comeback at all, is madness, considering I thought this game was going to be out of sight after them first 2 goals. Robbie could have had a hat-trick. Another player that could have had a hat-trick was Cunha last night, lads. We didn't do a watch-along for Brazil, but Matheus Cunha, he was surfing. And you know what I like? And I'll come back to the match in a little sec. Do you know the way I talk all the time, guys, about attitude, mentality, but mostly attitude, if I'm honest. Matheus Cunha was on a hat-trick last night. He was subbed off. Nothing. No attitude, no kicking up a stink, no moody, nothing. He was there for whatever was best for his country and his team, and he came off no problem. Nothing about it. No drama. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about attitude. So it made me happy. It made me happy for Cunha. I was so pleased. So pleased. JT, you've Dumfries on the bench after all of that stressing. You had him on the bench. You need to have a word with yourself. Isak should have had 2 assists. I agree with you. That first one for Ayari. And then Gyökeres. After me saying nice things about Gyökeres, are you just giving him a compliment? But he tried to turn instead of just taking it. And then he was looking at Van Dijk and didn't notice. Was it Van Hecke got in his way? I can't remember now. Yes, Cunha with the double. Woohoo! So, yeah, Brobby is on for a hat-trick. Anfield Uncle Rods. What a name. I love that. Big off. Can I call you Rods? Is that okay? Because if I say Anfield Uncle Rods every time I read out your comments, we're going to be here all night. I could say Uncle Rods. No, that sounds... Let's go with Rods. Is Rods okay? Can we be friends and I'll call you Rods? But welcome. Welcome to the teacup party. Hassan has a suggestion, and I would say Potter's open to all of them at this moment in time. Change the formation to 4-3-1-2. Put Nygren on the wing, Aari in the 10, with Victor and Alexander up top. Then Sweden might do something. I do think that is how it was on paper. It's not how they actually played. They kind of went to a 4. If you watch them after the hydration break. So before the hydration break, they were very much a back 5. After the hydration break, they became a 4. And number 5, the one that was Goodmanson here, Mr. Problem, he was playing further up. He was playing as part of the midfield. He was kind of on the wing, basically, more so. And they were able to shore up the defence a bit. So, yeah, back 4 definitely worked better than the back 3 they started with. Rods is okay with you. Perfection. But I do appreciate you being here. Lads, do you know what? I need to do a poll of what obviously I'm not going to be able to get all of the clubs, but I genuinely think we might have more Liverpools. Considering I'm a United fan, I love this. I think we might have more Liverpool fans than anybody else on this channel now. We're just gathering them as we go. Right, let me see, because there's a heap of you. Right, let us do a poll. That'll be fun. I know it's nothing to do with the match, but I'll be honest, lads, we're talking about the match as it's happening. So when it gets to half time, there's not a lot to be said about the match because we've said it all. So let's just do a poll instead. Let's start a poll. I don't know how many options I can put in here. So who do you support? Now, I know we have a few Uniteds. So let's go with United. We've definitely got a few Liverpool. And we've actually recruited some Newcastle of late. So we'll pop in Newcastle. We've no City. Is Arsenal, would you say Arsenal's the next top? Because we have 1 or 2 Spurs, but not many. Obviously, all boxed up as Leeds. I'm trying to think. I think Arsenal has to be the next one because Wills is Arsenal and Dibbs is Arsenal. We do have a few Arsenals that come in here as well. So I think I can't even put other. So obviously, if you're not those, just don't worry about it. But we've definitely gathered some Liverpool fans. And Carl, yes, and Carl. How did I forget Carl when he's the most outspoken of the lot of them? But I'm just really curious about this because we do have a mix. And obviously we've got Flossie and Mavis. And we did have another few Newcastle fans that were coming in before. Because don't forget, guys, not everybody chats. You know, some people just watch and they don't chat. Some people just prefer it that way, which is totally cool. But even if you don't want to get in the chat, that's totally fine. But do click a vote on the poll because I'm just really curious now. I find it so interesting. And honestly, lads, I'm taking it as a big compliment because if I, as a United fan and a genuine United fan, not a United fan that talks like bigs up other teams above my own, but like an actual United fan that actually bigs up my team, we do have quite a few like rivals in here. I quite like that. I think that's quite good. Right, so far, and we do have a few votes in, so far, United, Liverpool, Arsenal, we have 30, and then Newcastle 10. For Chelsea, we've Sam. We have Sam and we've Kai and NS Sports. And I feel like I'm missing someone. We've got Kai and Sam and NS Sports for Chelsea. There might be another one. You are the ultimate neutral now, other than Spurs. But I know how many Spurs fans I have in the chat. I already said you. You're telling me to come on and you're not paying any attention. When I was writing the poll, I said we've already got Shem for Spurs and we have all voxed up for Leeds. Pay attention. Come on. Yeah, I haven't seen Sam for a little bit, but I think maybe Sam switches off for the transfer window because I haven't seen Sam really since the season ended. So I think Sam might just switch off for the transfer window. Hey, leave our poor Kai alone. Oh, bless. Do you know what the best thing is? Kai would find it funny. Yes, and so we have Gary and is that who's Real McCoy's? He's Spurs. And so then Paul and Gary Ball as well. We do have a few Spurs, actually. That's a good point, Flossie. We do have a few. I think we've a few of almost every. I think the only fan base we've never had anybody of in the channel, because at one point we did have a few of everybody. I don't think I've ever had a City fan in the chat. Not that ever spoke, anyway. Maybe they're listening, but I mean, I've never actually. I think that's the one I've never had. Oh, and Dr. Tottenham, Kate and Jimbo. Geez, we actually do have quite a few Spurs. There's more Spurs than I realised. That's a good point. So we've probably got more Spurs than Newcastle. So yeah, we've got, obviously United, but we've got quite a few Liverpool and Arsenal. And we've got quite a few Spurs. Yeah, we've got Dr. Tottenham, Kate and Jimbo on their two separate accounts. We've got obviously Shem and Gary. Yeah, we do. We've quite a few. We do have quite a few of the Spurs in here. Yes, we have, Hassan. We have. I love that, though. I love that because we do have a little bit of fun, but it's a nice place. You know, you can come in here and like you're not going to be rage baited, especially like if you've just watched your team lose. Little bit of banter, yes. But I mean, we know like you're not going to come in and be rage baited. It's a safe space to come when you're raging about your team. I like that. Because see, when I've watched a match, I like to go on and interact with people. Win or lose, I like to go on and interact with people. But I hate that. See, when you're like in the depths of being fuming and then some muppet is rage baiting you. Having the head for it. Having the head. Fun. Light-hearted fun, absolutely. Rage bait. Not for me, wee friend. Not for me. Hammers TV, yeah. Lovely. Hammers TV is lovely. Absolutely lovely. So yeah, I genuinely think, yeah, I'm collecting them all. I'm like Ash Ketchum, Lou Ketchum off the Pokemon. There's Somerville. But yeah, I think the only one I haven't got anyone on is City. And actually, I know like City fans in real life. I'm trying to think. No, we've never had a City fan on here, I don't think. Not that spoke to us. Maybe they're here. Maybe they're watching. Because some people are shy on the internet. Like, see, when I first join a channel, I watch. And then I'll decide if I'm going to talk. But I could be watching a channel for ages before I participate. Now, Somerville is coming on here, guys. I'm waiting to see who's coming off because I didn't have the sound on. And that's it. It's friendly. And it's good chats. It's not nonsense. Lads, I've missed who was coming off. Did anybody see that? It's my own fault. Right, we need to get ready to kick off the second half. Oh, they're counting down. Why? Why don't they start at 5 instead of 10? Right, we'll start at the second half. But yeah, it's nice. And, you know, people feel they can come and have a chilled out, relaxed conversation. Not everything's like a debate to the death or like having to defend yourself by the minutes and your club. You can just have a conversation. Do you know, like a chill conversation. Shout out, Jazz. We look forward to it. I have Ronnie Whelan and Dara Maloney on my yeah, Dave's Millwall. And wasn't Sam following Hull? Was it Hull? Sam as the championship team as well. Was it Hull? I can't remember. We've started the second half. A foul's been given on Reinders. I mean, the player gets the ball, but he also cleans out Reinders. I thought so too. Oh, Malin, thank you. Thank you. I asked the question and then forgot about it. So Malin come off from Somerville. Fair, he was probably the least effective. If you're going to take one off, he was probably the least effective. Although that's a lie, because he was very effective at the start. Him and Dumfries linked up well, but then after the hydration break, not so much. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, set pieces don't annoy me at all. Fair enough, people like what they like. Set pieces they just don't irritate me. They don't irritate me. What you will see, if Spurs do get Mateus Fernandes over the line, because we have dithered, look, it's goal! Gakpo scored the goal, but that was all Somerville. That footwork from Somerville. He was here, he was there, he was round. I mean, they're showing me Brobby, they're showing me Gakpo, but I'm sorry, that footwork, that was all Somerville. That was all Somerville. There's Somerville. He sends it out. He work. He sends it out to Brobby, who, to be fair, does put a very good ball in to Cody Gakpo. But just before that footwork from Somerville, boom, 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 out to Brobby, who puts in the kind of cross that he wants to be on the end of. And Cody Gakpo, to be fair to him, puts it in the back of the net. He doesn't sky it. Again, another very good team goal. Again, Sweden have started the half not awake. Not awake. Instant. Guys, do we remember, before this tournament kicked off, I asked, why are people not looking at Somerville? Tell me why. And yes, bonkers, Gakpo as well. I heard a whistle. I was like, what happened? But it's just a goal kick. Just a goal kick. What a start to the second half. Massively early goal in the first half. Even earlier goal in the second half. Like, when Sweden are on it, they're actually very good. But it just seems to take them like 20 minutes to wake up in the half. You can't start a half asleep. Look at this. Holland's going forward again. Gakpo does get the shot off. He's looking for a foul. It's not going to be given. Rob says he likes Somerville. He likes Somerville. Yeah, you do now, because he's on fire at the minute. He's on fire. He tapered off after the hydration break in the first half, but now he's back into it. Right. Sweden have got possession. All boxed up. We did know that because you told us the first time I spoke about him. On that show where I asked, why is nobody talking about Somerville? You said that he used to play for you guys and he was sort of so-so. So we do know, because you told us. We listen to you. Sometimes it might not seem like it, but we do. Right. Now, are Sweden going to stick to passing? Don't start hoofing it because you've conceded another goal. Stick to the passing. The passing, what was working at the end of the first half, stick to it. See? Cross. Van Heck with the defending. Header in by number 2. Van Dijk heads it away. It's going to be a throw to Sweden. I believe the commentator said there's going to be a triple substitution, I believe, for Sweden. Throw by Goodmanson. It was a good throw, I'll give him. Shot taken by Ari, but it's blocked. Bernardsson then he kicks it forward, but it just too much on it, so it's a goal kick for Brogan. Number 10 is Nygren. He's got it here. So they're to be fair to them, they're not losing their heads. So in the first half, Sweden lost their heads completely. Second half, they're not losing their heads. They're sticking to the passing. They're not starting hoofball. Somerville's down. It's going to be a yellow card for the Swedish player that took him down. I'm not sure who that is yet because Goodmanson. Number 5 is now on a yellow because he just clears Somerville out of it. Is anybody shocked? Number 5 is the first one to get a yellow. Oh, I forgot about the poll. That's crazy. So we're equal. Oh, no, we're not. Liverpool, we've actually got... I'll leave it running then because people are still voting. So we've actually got Liverpool, more Liverpool than anybody else. 33%. 33%. I knew we'd a load of Liverpool in here. Bernardsson trying to go forward for Sweden. It's taken too long. Right, it's with Isak. He's just giving it to De Jong. I'm not actually quite sure what happened there. Goodman, he just gave it to De Jong. Isak. Right, it's with Gakpo. Shot. Another goal. Cody Gakpo. The Netherlands now have 2 players on for a hat-trick. Gakpo's got 2. And Brobby's got 2. But lads, that was Isak. Did everybody see that? Isak just gave it to Frankie de Jong. They were about like a foot from each other. He just gave it to Frankie de Jong, who gives it to Somerville, who runs the pitch, gives it to Gakpo, who, to be fair, excellent. If this, right, and here's the thing, guys. If Iraola can pull this out of Gakpo for Liverpool next season, I am telling you, Liverpool next season are a problem. They are a big, big problem. They're actually a big problem for Arsenal. I think they're going to be ahead of the rest of us. Bergvall and other people are coming on, but I can't see them. And Elanga. So Bergvall, Karlstrom, Nygren, Bernardsson, Zanelli, Bergvall, Elanga. But lads, right, I need to update the score again. We need to do a welfare check on Guess. She might have gone to sleep. She might have given up and gone to sleep. She's had enough of this nonsense. Oh dear. That was dreadfully bad. And it was just an accident. It was just a mistake. But oh my word, Isak. And he was very good in the first half. He was doing a lot of the playmaking. Dreadful though. There's Ilanga. Bergval had it there. Right, I'll be able to pick out Bergval because he's real blonde. Shot from Ayari. Good shot from Ayari. I'll tell you what, if anybody is going to score for Sweden, it's going to be Ayari. Because mother of Jesus, he's taken all the shots. Doesn't matter from where, he's taken it. And he's getting pretty close with a lot of them. Netherlands are on the attack again. That was silly. That was silly to shoot from there. Guess. Have the backup cheesecake. Have the backup cheesecake. It's going to make you feel better. Right. Sweden need to, at the very least, score a goal. At least score a goal. If anybody deserves a goal for Sweden, it's Ayari. He's been doing his utmost. Ball forward for Sweden goes to Netherlands. Wills is back. You've only missed 4 goals, Wills. Don't worry. Nothing major. Nothing much was happening. It's fine. Fair guess. I'm just jealous. It sounds delicious. That's all right, Hassan. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully we'll see some of you tomorrow. Oh! Ilanga! Ilanga, goal! Goal! 4-1. 4-1. What a goal, Anthony Ilanga. My word. There was no midfield. There was absolutely nobody in the midfield. There was no Netherlands players in the midfield. What a goal. I was wrong. I thought if anyone was going to score, it was going to be Ayari. It was not. It was Anthony Ilanga. Well then. Huge says outrunning Van der Ven is something. Ilanga's fast though. Ilanga is fast. De Jong and Reinders are off. Coop Miners and Till are on. Reinders is not very good. Reinders is not very good. Let me see. Paige, why are you so far out of your goal, Verbruggen? I'll be honest. I have slated Verbruggen for the entire match. That one, I do believe that was your midfield spot. But yeah, oof. That was the reaction. That was the reaction. I'll tell you what though, and I'm not drawing any conclusions. Hassan went to Hussam, and all of a sudden Sweden scored. He was going, he's distributing himself, he shared himself amongst the channels. He said he was leaving, and Alanga went, boom, goal. Here he goes again. Oh, Van Hecke was needed there. I'll tell you what, the momentum is all Sweden. But this happened in the first half, lads. What are we on? 61 minutes, right? So they're turning it quicker. First half, the Netherlands started like a freight train. Sweden swooped into the match. Second half, the Netherlands start like a freight train. And now look, Sweden. So it's going to be a corner from Ari. He's put it into the head of Van Dijk. And then number 5 has headed it out for a goal kick. Or no, it wasn't number 5. It wasn't number 5. I'm lying to you. It was number 22. Imagine. Yeah. Yeah, it would. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Right, the Netherlands are on the attack. They were nearly through. The Netherlands were nearly through there. Boom, boom. They were nearly through. Okay. We have a corner for the Netherlands. And who knows what's about to happen in this match, because we've been all over the gaff. Corner comes in. Headed away. It's out as far as Gravenberch. It's out for a Swedish throw in their own third. They're showing the replay of Isak losing the ball to De Jong there. So it's Somerville. He has sent it out to Till, who tried to send it to Gakpo. Number 2, Lagerbielke. Well, he stopped that attack. He put a pin in that. That was very good. Very, very good from Lagerbielke. Oh, yeah. Yuck. I keep forgetting about it, and then it happens. It's not yet, guys, but I mean, yes, Sweden have some energy back, Lucky. They do. They have the ball again. That number 2, Lagerbielke, that was just quite a tackle. But he's given the ball to Mr. Blonde Man, who doesn't want it. So now they've gone out to the left. You don't want to give it left, Blondie. You definitely don't want it out there. That's where 5 is. So Isak came to pick it up. He sent it to Gyökeres, who really hasn't been in this match. Gyökeres loses it. Bergvall, Isak. Ilanga's helping Isak. That was not good. That wasn't helpful, Ilanga. Isak puts it into the box. Nobody gets on the end of it. Sweden are not a well-oiled machine right now. There's a lot of miscommunication. Between the Swedish players right now. Right. Verbruggen has the ball. Does he play for you guys? All boxed up, the number 5. Goodmanson, is he with you guys? Robbie. Offside. Sweden are going to try and I think play it from the back again. They've given up on hoofball, which is good because it was not helping them at all. Yeah. Is he good for you guys? Or is he this bad all the time? Elanga's trying to get it. Oh, woohoo, Elanga! I'll tell you what, Van Hecke needed to dig that out because Elanga got right round Van de Ven, right around him. That was really good from Elanga, but Van Hecke was there to save the day. He's been very good for you guys, but he was out injured for a while. Fairs. I'll tell you what, Van Hecke has been very good for the Netherlands. Isak has it now. Gyökeres has really struggled to get in the second half of this match. Goodmanson just put it right across the front of the goal. Nobody got on the end of it. Right across the front of the goal. Nobody got on the end of it. Off hydration break. Paige has said, Elanga, not sure what your deal is, but can you stop attacking me? Gyökeres has struggled to get into the game in the second half. He was very involved in the first half. Second half, he has really, really struggled to get into the game. What are we feeling, guys? Does it, like, I don't think it's going to become 4-4. That'd be insane. Do we think Sweden have another one in them? They seem to be the team with the momentum at the moment. But the problem is the whole momentum of the match changed with the hydration break in the first half. If that happens again, it might go the other direction. Guess has said no. She does not feel that Sweden have another goal in them. I think you might, It depends what happens after this hydration break because you've come out of the first hydration break very well. But you didn't have the momentum before it. So I don't know how that's going to change it, really. Paige says Elanga will get a second goal. Well, I'll tell you what. He looks the most likely at the minute, doesn't he? He definitely looks the most likely at the minute. Bobby's hoping for his hat-trick, though. He's definitely looking for his hat-trick. I have to say, though, since Ilanga has come on, Ayari's been very quiet. Has anybody else noticed that? Since Ilanga has come on, Ayari has been very quiet. And before that, he was on it. On it. And he sort of dropped into the background a little bit. And he was by far the most dangerous player before that. So I find that interesting. Here comes Memphis. Oh, there he is. I see him with his little headband. I have to take these earrings off, lads. They're so pretty. But the spike on the back of them is just becoming a little bit bothersome. There's Bobby off. Bobby wanted his hat-trick. Now, he's not having a sulk about it. But you can see he's a little disappointed, which I think is fair. But Depay is on now. Will says, Sweden need both Gyökeres and Isak to have the best 20 minutes of their life to get a result from this. Well, to be fair, Ayari and Elanga have been better than Gyökeres. And Isak has been very involved in the playmaking throughout the match. So, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't Gyökeres or Isak that got the one. And Isak's been involved. Gyökeres has been quite anonymous the second half after me saying nice things about him in the first half. There's Harry on the ground. I've spotted him. So it's going to be a free kick here for Sweden. They're quite a bit out. Taken and defended. Nothing really coming off it. It's going to be a throw now. Goodmanson's going to take the throw for Sweden. Lad, come on. Right, he's thrown it. He threw it to Dumfries, which was obviously great for Sweden. Right, it's come back out to him. Now it's with Isak. It was sent it to 22. Into the box, headed away by Somerville. Was it Somerville? No, that's not Somerville. Who was that? I can't see who it was. They're all so tiny, lads. They're all so tiny. Van Dijk is heading forward. He's foraying forward. No, he stopped. He sent it to Gakpo. He's realised he can't run anymore and he sent it to Gakpo. Who sent it to Memphis Depay, who was dispossessed by the Swedish players. There's Gyökeres there. He's given it to Ayari. It's been taken off his toe. Gravenberg. That is going to be a yellow card for Ayari. He didn't even try and hide it, Ayari. He just literally reefed him. He just grabbed him. He was like, you know what? I'll take this yellow. It's worth it. I really do quite like him, you know. He's a bit hectic, but I like him. Right. We're with Van de Ven, who's trying to go forward. Except he's turned incentive backwards. That's not the way to go forward. Right, Coop Miners has sent it forward. We're out on the right-hand side here with Somerville against number 5. He's cut it back And backwards. We've gone backwards. Is it worth it, though? Is what worth it? Oh, the yellow. I think in that case, yeah. Although maybe not, because you're losing anyway, so maybe not. In the heat of the moment, I can see why he might have felt yes. In the context of being 4-1 down already, maybe not, is where I would be at. We're showing replays here. Rob reckons Sweden are going to score. They've slowed a little bit since that hydration break. It's gone back to being a bit more the Netherlands again since the hydration break. Because before the hydration break, it was very much Sweden, Sweden, Sweden. Although, to be fair, Bergvall to Isak, to Elanga. Gyökeres is in the box. Elanga cross it. He has crossed it, but Van Dijk got to it. It's only gone as far as I think that's Isak to Bergvall. Isak. He's crossed it, and Van Heck. It's with Victor Gyökeres. It's lads, I don't know who it's with. It's with everybody. It's ping-ponging all over the gaff. There's been a foul. There's been a foul. Right, that's the foul. Victor Lindelof is not happy. Victor Lindelof is the coolest cucumber on the planet. He was screaming so hard his little face was red. They're not very pleased. But Somerville has it. I don't know if that was a cross. Not really entirely sure where it was supposed to go, but it's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be a goal kick for Sweden. It's fizzling a little. Maybe it's just me. I feel like it's fizzling a little. Every time I hear Lindelof's name, I have a craving for the Lindt chocolate. I'm a Cadbury person. I'm a Cadbury's dairy milk person. Ayari has been substituted off for Ali. And the Sweden keeper has launched it forward. I thought we stopped doing that. He's launched it, and guess who has it? Well, it was the Netherlands. Number 2. That Lagerbielke has won it back for Sweden. It's down the left. He's cut it back. Zanelli to Isak. Isak tried to put it through for Elanga, but I think it was Van de Ven cut it out. It's back with Sweden. It's with Bergvall. Feels like rinse and repeat again now. Luke, no, I don't. I like the mint crisp. I don't like the fruit and nut because I don't like the raisins. There's a free kick given against Bergvall here. He kicked Cody Gakpo. Not on purpose, but he did kick him. He did catch him. I'll tell you what. Given that Luke Lucas Bergvall has just got a yellow for that. It does make you wonder how Messi didn't get a yellow, doesn't it? When we're comparing, it does make you wonder, because there wasn't a whole lot in that. JT is a raisin hater as well. Yeah, that's it. I don't like dried fruit. They're not for me. Currants, raisins, any of that sort of a thing. I don't mind the hazelnut one. I don't mind the golden crisp. I like the mint one. I like the mint crisp. They're nice. Now I want one. Now what I want is a dairy milk mint crisp. Look what yous are doing to me. We're back. Do you know what I feel like? Sweden have lost their tempo. Sweden have lost their urgency. Before the hydration break, Sweden and the substitutions, Sweden had a lot of urgency. It was like fast, 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 fast. They've lost that. They've lost the urgency. Swidalanga. Zanelli was there. Ready, available, great position, and Ilanga wasted it. Absolutely wasted it. Yeah, now we all want chocolate, except Rob, who doesn't eat it. The rest of us all want chocolate now. At least when we were talking about cartoons, we weren't getting fat. It's going to be a throw for the Netherlands here. And don't forget, guys, we're going to have a minimum of 3 minutes of added time. We've had, again, though, a whole ream of substitutions. So we're probably looking at 5-6 minutes again. Another throw for the Netherlands. Flossie, have an ice lolly instead. Is that Ilanga? He's sent it through. Is that Isaac? No, that's the wee chap that... Oh, no, it was Isaac. That is Isaac. Oh, what a save! What a save! Yes, JT. Popsicle would be American. Popsicle would be American English. Ice lolly is British English. I would call them all an ice cream, even when they're ice lollies. I would say ice cream. So an ice lolly is like the flavored water, basically, and then ice cream is ice cream. But I just call them all ice creams. But yeah, so a popsicle is basically the American word for an ice lolly. Corner Ilanga, headed by somebody from the Netherlands. 22. Another save for Bruggen. It wasn't a massive shot. Zanelli, sorry. I keep forgetting number 22 is Zanelli. Yeah, there's a lot of words like that. You can always tell where a non-native speaker has learned. A lot of people, I know a lot of friends, I have a lot of friends in Brazil, and some of them would have learned from watching TV shows like Friends and things, and you can always pick out the words. Who is that holding his thigh? Van Dijk is holding his right thigh, and he looks somewhat concerned about it. He's not down or anything. He's walking around. He's limping, though, and he looked somewhat concerned. I've missed something here. Michael Oliver has annoyed somebody, but I'm not sure what. Nothing's come of it anyway. I don't know what it was, but he's annoyed them about something, but they're all fine. It's with number 4 for Sweden. Right, so it's with the Swedish goalkeeper. Who's launched it forward, turned over possession, but I think now it's going to be a goal kick. I'm not entirely sure, but I think Lindelof is giving out to his own goalkeeper. It's all one. It is all one. It is all one. Lindelof, meanwhile, is trying to get rid of this ball. I'll tell you what, the Netherlands are fairly closing down the Swedish defenders. That chap there, Lagerbielke, he's quite good, isn't he? He's doing all right. It's with Elanga, though. He's sent it through for Gyökeres, who sent it back to him, who tried to send it, and it was cut out. It was cut out very well by the Netherlands. Yes, lollipop. Lollipops for me are the non-frozen ones. You know, like a Chupa Chups. That's a lollipop. For me, a lollipop wouldn't be the frozen ones. Like, for me, a lolly or a lollipop is like a Chupa Chup. It's like a candy one. It's not a frozen one. Although it might depend on your region. Now everybody's yabbering about it. Right, we're on the left with Sweden. Ali. I couldn't think of his name, sorry. He takes this shot. It's not very good. The problem is now, the wingers for Sweden are being greedy. So Elanga and Ali, they're getting themselves into good positions where they should cross, and what they're doing is taking shots and then turning over possession. And now the Netherlands have possession. There's Somerville. Shem says, I wish we'd bought Somerville. He's a good wee player. We're being linked to him quite a bit. We're being linked to him really quite a bit. Oh, Netherlands are through. Shot. Another goal. 5-1. 5-1. Somerville scores. Now we all want to buy him. That's his third goal of the tournament. I'm telling you. 5-1. What a goal. What a goal. Now, after the last match where he scored, remember I said tomorrow, they're all going to start getting linked to him. It was us. It was United. The last time United got linked to him. By tomorrow, how much competition are United going to have for this transfer? What a goal. And he just gets it past Lindelof. He gets it between Lindelof and the keeper. Lindelof and the keeper are like this, and Somerville puts it through them. Very good goal. 5-1. Are the Netherlands a threat for this? Have I gone off the... Yeah. Now his price has gone up by 30 million. It's gone up 10 million per goal. 100%. But... remember we did that story? United want to buy both him and Matheus Fernandes. And he's supposedly the cheaper one. Harold, what does this mean? I'm not going to try and pronounce it. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. But what does it mean? Tell us. There has been a substitution for the Netherlands. Yeah, tomorrow everybody's going to be linked. I thought last time it would be Arsenal. Maybe tomorrow it'll be Arsenal. No, the rate they're going, Spurs are going to be linked to him tomorrow. Horrible defence. Frictelig, Darlig, Forsvar. I don't know if that was dreadfully bad. But now I'll know when I see it on the X machine. I'll know what that means now when I see people saying it. Thank you, Harold. Spurs are going to be linked tomorrow. They're getting linked to everybody else. They're buying Tonali and Fernandez and everybody. A bit of defending there. Gyökeres was going forward. Van Heck had to do a bit of defending. We have 5 added minutes, guys, and we're already a minute into it. Everybody's going to be linked tomorrow. So far, it's been United. Tomorrow, it's going to be everybody. (5-1). I told you this was going to be a good game. I thought it wouldn't be quite so one-sided. Gakpo is off and he has ice on his right wrist. Gakpo has ice on his right wrist and he's wincing a little. He's had a very, very, very good match. I'm just seeing the crowd, by the way, guys. I'm not telling you what's happening in the match because I don't know. I can just see the crowd. I think Japan beats Sweden. There's a bit of head ping pong now. No, Somerville's got it on his foot. Well done. But he's being closed down. He's been closed down. He's on the ground, holding his face. Somerville's on the ground, face down, holding his face. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I think he's bleeding. Michael Oliver went over and immediately called for medical attention. Oh, he got a knee in the side of the head. I do believe it was entirely accidental. I think it was Zanelli. I think he might have cut him open there with his knee. It was accidentally. His momentum carried him through, but his knee connected with where the bone would be, where the skin is thin. So it might have been a cut. But Michael Oliver straight away called for... What I will say is the linesman, the fourth official, was right there where it happened and didn't even look at him. Michael Oliver had to run over and check on him. We're up and running again, though. And everybody seems to be fine. So we were being dramatic. I see. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hopefully it's a good match. Sweden are on the attack here. Cut out. I believe... I don't know who that was. Cut it out. Right, Bergvall has it now. Thank you, all boxed up. I'm just sensing them. I'm just feeling the vibe. Like, don't get me wrong. You don't know, but I'm feeling the ones I think look good. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying them. That's what matters. I feel like I've grown into them. The first few I was finding... Oh, no, sorry. He is on the ground receiving treatment. They're playing on. So the Netherlands are currently playing with 10 men because Somerville is receiving attention off the field. So Sweden are 11 against 10 now. Big save Verbruggen. Big, big, big save Verbruggen. That is us, lads. That is us. We are done. 5-1. We've had some fantastic games, right? Let me come back to you. We have had some fantastic games. Happy days. Congratulations to the Netherlands. I hope he's all right as well, Paige. I think he's going to be fine. I think it was the knee, and this is where your skin is really thin here because it's just bone underneath it. So I think the knee on the bone, I think, probably caused a little cut. He might need some paper stitches, but I think he'll be fine. It wasn't a big bang in terms of concussion. I think it was more just a cut rather than a bang. But thank you all so very much for being here. Ye are all wonderful. The most bestest teacups. I will be back tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Hopefully I will see you all there. Enjoy the rest of your night, whatever you're doing. And yeah, just thank you for being here. Smash a like if you haven't done so. Subscribe if you're new. And I will see you all tomorrow.